Greetings and welcome to Captioning with 3Play. In this video, I'm going to go through an example of loading up a video to be captioned and looking at editing the captions and then finally downloading those captions and uploading them to the video on YouTube. So I'll go through all of the steps that I use in terms of captioning my videos. Now, once you have your 3Play account and have logged in, you will see a screen something similar to this. And the first thing that you want to do is to be able to upload a file. So you use the upload media button right up here and select that. And that will then allow you to upload the file that you want to use. So once you click on the upload media, it will come up with the chance to choose the files that you want to upload. So you choose the file, and in this case, I'm selecting one file that I've just created for this, and you click on choose. And that will get you ready. It will tell you how big your file is. There is a 2 GB limit to the size of your file. Once you've got that ready, you click start uploads, which will give you the options as to what types of things you want to do. And the option we want here is always going to be the ASR only. That is the 25 cents per minute that is done by computer as compared to the actual transcriptioning, which is about $3 per minute. So it adds up very significantly if you're not using just the ASR. And in either case, you do have to go back and edit the captions to verify that everything is correct. So we're going to change this to ASR only and select that, and it will give you a warning about that, telling you that humans are not reviewing your files. And then we continue. There are no turnaround options other than the one for ASR files. So we can continue again. And where do we want to upload this? Well, we upload this into the folder with your name on it. In this case, I'll put it in my folder and continue. And then it will give you a confirmation. You can verify that the service is ASR only, and you have to accept the cancellation policy. And then you can go ahead and place your order. That will then upload the file. And once the file is done uploading, you will see it come up here. It will be present under the ASR services. It will also be present within your folder. So if I click on my folder here, it will show all of my files, and it will show the sign here that just means that it is in the process of processing the file and doing the transcription. That will take a little bit of time and depends on the length of your file. And what you can do is then refresh the screen from time to time, and eventually that will show up as bold with the little blue dot next to it. So once that is shown up, then it's ready to be able to edit that file. Now, in the meantime, we can also edit this, or load this up to YouTube as well. So we can load the file to YouTube. So YouTube is processing it at the same time. So we simply select that and select our file that we're going to upload right here, drag that into YouTube and let that go ahead and process. And once as it is uploading and publishing, we can adjust our settings to it. In this case, I'm going to turn this to an unlisted video that I'm putting up there because it's not one I'm actually using. And then after a few minutes, we should be able to come back to 3Play and note that now our video is ready to go. And we can see that when we look at it, in that now it is bolded and has the little blue dot next to it. It no longer has the timer next to it, telling us that this video, the captions have been transcribed for this video. And that usually does only take about the length of the video, about the length of time of your video. So now when we want to go edit these, what we do is click on the setting itself. So we're going to click on the photo of the day one that we want to look at, and it will come up with the captions that we are given. Now this is the auto transcribed caption. So if we look at this, we'll see that it may not make up things exactly the way we expect. And we can go through and edit these using the editor, and you can click on the edit transcript button to actually change these. And that's what we're going to want to do. Now it'll come up with the windows here in that we will see the transcription on the left, and you have your video on the right. So if you want to compare what is being said, you can actually play the video and it will time it exactly to what you're looking at. So some of the things here where I tell it greetings and welcome to astronomy ad hoc. Well, that's not what I said. If I wanted to know what I said, I can click on those. And you can see that instead of saying ad hoc, I said ad hack, and it didn't recognize that. So we can then edit those words. You click on edit word, and then add, we want to change that to at. So we just edit that word. Now we don't type hack in, we change the other word to hack. And then it will be then it will be correct. And you'll note that it will show it in green as you're editing. Now, in many cases, you might not have to go and play the video. You may know exactly what you said, and that how it was able to do that. So we can look through here for any other issues that we had. Certainly, I can note that NASA is not put in correctly. NASA should be all capitalized. So we can use, for example, the find and replace here and take NASA and replace it with all capitals and do a replace all on that, because I'm not likely to have NASA anyplace else. And that will go ahead and change any of those. So we can go ahead and look at those and look through to see what else is done incorrectly. In some cases, it may be that I didn't speak correctly. Well, it is we talk about it being titled, what the title of it is, and then we can read through the transcript. Now you can listen to it at the same time if you want to play the video. But usually what I will go through is skim through it, make sure that nothing is way out of whack, and go through and edit anything that is incorrect. So if we look at some of the things here, it did a very good job. If you can see the initial translation did even a very good job of picking up some terms of stars like Aldebaran. It got correctly, the Pleiades, Cassiopeia, and it was able to get these correctly anyway. So a lot of it is very, very good. One I note, it did miss Deneb here. It did miss the capitalization, and we can go through and edit that. And it missed a little bit in terms of maybe some of the punctuation. You'll have to look as well. So you'd normally go through the whole video and you can then edit those as necessary. Now, if you found that a word was not necessary, you can delete a word too. So the other option up here is to delete a word. And if there's a word that you did not want, or that was duplicated, or the way it edited was incorrect, you could then say that you did not want a certain word there. And if we wanted to delete set, we could delete set, and it will again highlight it in green as crossed out. So you can go through and edit back and forth everything that you need to. Now the editor does take some getting used to, because you are editing word by word. You are not editing the entire text at once as you're used to with a standard word processor. You are editing everything just by the words, and that keeps the timing all lined up. So now once I've gone through and edited everything to be correct and to adjust any things that were wrong, you'll see that everything that I've edited is highlighted in green. And it was not a whole lot that I had to go through and change for this. Once you're done, you will then save the changes, which will save those for you in case you need to go back in and out of it. And once you're done, you actually need to finalize the file. So you click on finalize file, and that will save the file and direct you back. And now it'll be unavailable for a couple minutes while it does the processing and updates all of the timing with the new timings. So you'll see right now it doesn't look like it's been edited. But when we come back in, once this is done, we will be able to see the new edited captions. So in this case, with few changes, it didn't take it very long. And now we can click on it, and now we can look, and now we have the edited captions, which are correct. And now what we want to do is to be able to download these and save them and be able to use them with our video file. So we can use quick download here is the quickest way to do that, and then click on SRT for the subtitles file. And that will then download it and put it in your downloads folder. So it is automatically downloaded and it is there and ready for you. Now we want to do is we want to get that up into YouTube so that we can actually use those captions. So we're going to go back to YouTube and we have our video here. And now that it's completely processed, we have our video. And what we're going to want to do, and then what we can do is select our video and go into the video, and we want to look at the subtitles and closed captions. So once we have the video that we're going to be doing, we can click on subtitles and closed captions. And we're going to want to add a new set of those to our video. There is an automatic one that are created by YouTube. You can go in and edit those. But if you've already have done the editing through 3Play, then you can go ahead and select that we want to do an English one in this case. And we're going to upload a file that we have. And we want to upload a subtitles file, and we'll have to choose that. And we select the subtitle file from our downloads folder. And then we will upload that into YouTube. So once we click on upload, it will send that up to YouTube. And now all of our captions are there on the proper timing. And we just have to save changes, and our published video is now ready on YouTube with those captions. So person can now go in and click on the subtitles, and as you go through the video, it will actually show the captions will then be there as we go through the video. So it'll be now a fully captioned video. So that concludes this video on kind of showing how to take a video through the 3Play process and getting the captions up to YouTube. So until next time, have a great day, everyone.